So there's a super high leverage way to basically learn a lot of vocabulary at once, or almost create a machine that auto generates vocabulary for you. So you're not sitting there rote memorizing things in Spanish. And this approach basically uses the idea of suffixes. So suffixes are the parts at the end of a word, for those that don't know. And there is an equivalence between the English suffixes of words and the Spanish suffixes of words. Not always, but a lot of times. And here are some examples. So think of the word famous, delicious, curious. All of these words end in OUS. It turns out there's an OUS equivalent in Spanish. It's basically the OSO. So famous would become famoso, delicious would become delicioso, curious becomes curioso, right? We have the same thing that happens with words that end in ity. So another example of converting from an ity in English over to Spanish, you're going to see basically dad. So authenticity would be autenticidad, university would be universidad, curiosity would be curiosidad, right? So that's actually the ty that turns into a dad. So basically, think of a word in English and apply the Spanish accent. Obviously, if you have something like a th, like with authenticity, you'd have to change that to a t, and then that will basically give you your word in Spanish. So walk around the house, walk around outside while you're sitting down working. Think of these words in English, and then dream what the Spanish equivalent is using this sort of like pattern matching. And there you go. You've just quadrupled your vocabulary.